All right. Good evening, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming at you again. Walk Studio back in Studio B. Thank God for life, health, and strength. Thanking Him for each and every one of you. Cyber friends, you know who you are. I want y'all to look at my topic tonight. Ren Ren stopped by tonight. Yeah, the old great grandbaby Ren Ren stopped by tonight. And I tell you the truth, we just, like I said, we always give God the glory and praise. But God knows when we see some of them children like that, it just brings a jolt of joy. It brings a jolt of joy. Matter of fact, my stepdaughter Sharon, that's her grandbaby, our great grandbaby. Ren Ren, we didn't get a chance to see TJ tonight, but nevertheless, we did see Ren Ren. And when I got to admit, when I see one of them kids, it's sort of like I be King Kong when he's hit by lightning, and he get that energized jolt. That's just the way it be with me when I see when them kids come around. It's like I get a burst of energy, a jolt, like I'm hit by lightning and everything. Be so glad to see them kids and Ren Ren. And like I said, Ren Ren did stop by tonight with her grandmama, and we were glad that Sharon brought her by here and let her dotted in on us and peeked in on us a little while. We just were glad to see. We're always glad to see them kids. Always. And as I was saying, it just it does your heart good that like I said, it ought to be something that ought to excite you more than this. You know, I mean, something ought to move you every now and then. Every now and then, something ought to be able to move. But at any rate, we just thanking God, and like I said, I want to also say that to my brother House of Jazz and brother Richard Butler, I did dot in on your show a couple of times tonight. I tried to sit in and listen to things, and I did like what I heard. In other words, I couldn't stay for the entire broadcast, but nevertheless, I did enjoy what I did enjoy. And we want to give you a big shout out. In other words, thank God for you continue to do what you do. In other words, matter of fact, I just really and truly use the inspiration. In other words, to make me want to go on and get stuff done as myself. And so, like I said, when I was sitting here earlier tonight, like I said, when Ren Ren came by, it's like I almost forgot about it. I didn't have a left leg. I wanted to jump up and go grab it right quick, but I had to remember. But nevertheless, we thank God for as well as it is, y'all. And I'm just saying that we thanking and we are still praying for all the sick and bereaved family members as well as non-family members. We praying for all the sick and the shut in and everything, everybody that's going through something. And we are praying that all is well. We are praying that God will bring you through it. And God will bring you through it. Just keep trusting. Don't ever doubt. We just saying that we are very grateful here tonight to be able to sit before this camera on another Saturday night. And the words getting ready. If the Lord say so, tomorrow we'll do another call service in the home church, Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. And our pastor, Reverend Christopher Williams, will be on the church call again in the morning at 11. We're looking forward to that if the Lord say so. If it be in His will, we do intend to be on the church call. And matter of fact, I hope, and it's my prayer, and it is my prayer and hope that everybody will have somewhere that they can call into and do a little fellowship with. I see people talk about everything but things about the things of God. I mean, I've been listening. I'm not saying a word, but I haven't said a word. I haven't said anything, but I'm listening with my ears. I'm listening very closely, and I'm hearing people do a lot of different talk, but I haven't heard not one mention of anything about the house of God. That's all I'm gonna say. I done heard everything else, but I ain't heard nothing about that. And so I'm just gonna leave it right there at that. But nevertheless, Mitty Man's gonna talk about it. Always. And we just gonna say that we ended the Sabbath. The Jewish people, they ended their Sabbath at sundown today, on Saturday at sundown. Starts on Friday evening and ends on Saturday evening. And so that Sabbath is over now. There, matter of fact, they're into their first day of the week. And we want to just say we just gonna keep our hope built on Christ. That's what we got to do, y'all. We got to keep our hope built on Christ. And nevertheless, I was sitting here listening to some more of my different songs I've been listening to over and over. Really on YouTube, the playlist gets stuck. It gives the algorithm of what we listen to all the time, and it'll play those songs just about every time. If you go into the playlist, it's gonna just about play those same songs, unless you go in there and change them yourself. So I was listening to one of Luther Barnes' songs that I've always listened to. I Know It Was Jesus. I Know It Was Jesus. I love that song. I love all the Luther Barnes stuff anyway. But that song, I Know It Was Jesus, it's a line in that song. One of the verses said, I know it was Jesus. In other words, when he was saying that ain't all, he said it. He said when he went to the cross, he went to Calvary, and I heard him say, Father, if it's not my will, that thine will be done. And all the stuff that Jesus went through just to save you and to save me. And I'm at all that we cannot understand. Some of us don't seem like we get it, my people. And I'm not trying to bash nobody, but I'm just saying it seems like to me some of us are not getting it. We don't realize the price that was paid for our salvation. And we seem like that we could care. We just don't have no, I mean, maybe it's me. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it look like to me we would have a little bit more reverence. We would have a little bit more respect and toward our Maker, toward our Lord. Because out of all what he did for us, I mean, he gave us all. He did not hold anything back. But yet, nevertheless, we have a mentality that we just, some of us, I think some of us do stuff on purpose, y'all. Really. I've been watching a lot of things. I really have. I've been watching a lot of things. And I just really believe some people doing stuff on purpose. They meaning to do it, but you're not really hurting no one but yourself, really. Your attitude determines your altitude. I want everybody to know that I heard somebody say that. I heard a person say that years ago, and then I've heard it lately, and it's true. It's true saying. Your attitude determines your altitude. In other words, now we might think that we doing something big by trying to act like being nonchalant and everything, and all like we got it all figured out and we got it going on, but you ain't got so much going on as you think you got it going on. You might think that you got it going on, but really and true in reality, you don't have it going on. Matter of fact, you are pitiful. In other words, Jesus told the church of Laodicea, that lukewarm church, in the book of Revelation, he said, you thinking that you are rich and all of that, but really you are poor, blind, miserable, and naked. You just the opposite of what you think you are. And so, it make me be very, very careful to make certain that, like I say, y'all, I can't treat everybody the same. I hear people talk about that all the time. They talk about they treat everybody the same. I don't. Let me say that again. I can't treat everybody the same. I don't treat everybody the same. But I can treat everybody right. So now, I don't know where these people get this thing all about they treat everybody the same, when that's a lie. You do not treat everybody the same. You may think you do, but you don't. None of us treat everybody the same. That just not that you really need to think about what you're saying. You cannot treat everybody the same. You do not do that. But you can treat everybody right. Now that is the key point right there. Because see, there are some people that you are more closer to than others. You don't do the same thing for the old people that you would do for the ones that are more closer to you, and you know you don't. So ain't no sense telling that lie. Ain't no sense sitting up telling that kind of lie. That said that you try to treat people right. In other words, I try to treat everybody right, but I can't treat everybody the same. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all don't reach the level that I ain't got there yet because I don't treat everybody the same. But I do try to treat everybody right. So what I'm saying, in the essence to the song that Luther Barnes made years ago, I know it was Jesus. See, I know that it was Jesus who set me free, who delivered me from a lot of stuff that I was involved in. And believe you me, it was a lot of it. And he's still having to do the same, deliver me from stuff even to this right now. We're never gonna arrive, people. But you got some people feel like they have arrived already. You know that they don't have to do anymore. They done enough. And some of them ain't really did 2 packs of Kool-Aid worth. But yet and still we thinking that, I'm gonna treat you this way. I'm gonna do this one this way, but I'm gonna satisfy this side, but I'm gonna do it like this. That's no. You better be careful, people, the way we react and the way we do things, because like I say, you might think you doing something big, but in reality, you probably more than likely you're hurting your own self. And you just don't even know it. Because believe you me, what goes around will come back around, and most of the time, it's gonna be much worse when it come back than when you issuing it out there. In other words, don't issue something that you can't take now. Believe it. Don't issue something that you can't take. Please don't. Because you're always gonna take more than you issue. That's food for thought. We thank God for everybody. Now, like I said, Ren Ren came to visit. He did a little drop-by visit tonight, and we were so glad. And like I said, that was a jolt of energy that came in me right away. And so we just saying to our little bitty baby girl, we crazy about them, and all of them, all the the great nieces and everybody. We just glad. We thank God for them. We praying for each and every one of them, that God keep them and make them strong. Let them grow up and be productive in there, have productive lives. In other words, let it be better than we were. Let it be better than us. Let them be much better than us. In the name of Jesus, I pray this prayer. And Father, I want to say, as always, y'all, whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it, because it will come to nothing. And I mean nothing at all. It's going to come to zilch. Believe it. So until the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first, this Mitty Man saying peace and good evening.